Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field to start this game off. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Pulls it in on the left. Off he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think, in shock in the stadium right now.
And the returner will be knocked down. So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys and the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Off play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Looking for a block. It's long. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he just chucks it into the fourth row. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's right on target. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. La Tech delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in CUSA. Trust me when I say the party is on in Ruston. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes to the right. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving. It's complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Matthews. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ohio State! And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
He'll run it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed, and they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
They've given up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
On the play. It's 3rd down.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Dropping back, it's Matthews. He makes the connection. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's looking deep. Wide open. He makes the catch. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Ohio State 42.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack at another offensive odyssey. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Rolls it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down. Man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking left. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Skips away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. After the misfire, now on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to pass, it's Matthews. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. On second down, looking again to throw. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for him. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to put it.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Looking downfield, it's Matthews. Makes his connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And the point after is good. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The run from the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can call.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Matthews. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Strikes the blow.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He makes a grab. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal touch. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Going for the big play. It's complete. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The give out of the gun. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Matthews. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Using the spin move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to pass. It's Matthews. Using his feet to buy time. He's got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll run play action. coming after him. Pulls it in. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Bringing it back, it's Law. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Ohio State 91.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last run.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down try. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Try to get it to the edge. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Off the play fake. He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Trying the left side. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't...
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UTSA delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in San Antonio. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they...
Gets away from one. He's got space. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Firing to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They think they can create space here with a run to the right.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments and find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw, it's Matthews. He's going for the big play. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
They say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.